So this week and hopefully next week, if Rockstar extend the peyote plants in GTA Online, you can rank up insanely fast. This is very, very helpful if you are a lower level player. Not so much if you're a higher level player, because after I believe 135, after rank 135, there's not really an incentive to rank up. It's pretty much just bragging rights at that point. But if you're under 135, if you're a new account, I know people in the last about month or so had a bunch of accounts banned. So if you started from scratch and you're looking to climb, this method, which is completely legitimate, ranks you up so fast. So hopefully you guys find today's video helpful. So this method does involve those peyote plants, and basically all we're gonna do is farm them. And I'm gonna show you guys the fastest way to do that, because each peyote plant gives about 30,000 RP, which is an insane amount. I believe I am like level 120 or so in the gameplay, and just eating, I think it was like 3, I ranked up 1 level. And that takes it takes a decent amount of RP at that rank. So if you're at a lower level, this can definitely boost you and get rid of some of that boring grind. I know especially some of those low levels, you don't have access to certain things. But to do this, all we're gonna need is a map of the peyote plant locations, which I will provide. There will be a link in the description below. This is the map I used, and basically what I did, and you can do this your own way. You don't necessarily need to follow the exact locations I go to, but just find a location on this map that just has a few in a similar area. For me, the location I chose was actually down sort of south of the main city part. We have, I believe it's Franklin's old house, which is actually where you can become Chop. There's like a basketball area, basketball court with a peyote plant in that area. There's one near Grove Street. There's one by the Pay and Spray, the custom shop in the area similar. And there's also actually one directly downtown in the middle. Those are the locations I'm going to use. But again, you don't necessarily need to do these. You can just go anywhere. It still works and you still should get the same RP regardless. So definitely maybe have this map up on a second screen on your phone, or just somewhere where you can refer back to in case you forget where the peyote plants are. I feel like once you do this a couple of times, you should know where they are, so you don't really need to refer to it. This is mainly just to get you started. And to get started, simply go to one of those peyote plant locations and eat the peyote plant. I am going to start off with the one at Franklin's old house, which makes me Chop. And it actually took me a minute because I forgot how to get out of the actual animal screen. But if you're on controller, it's simply just holding right on the D-pad. I think you have to hold it for like 7 seconds or so, and it will actually kick you out, and it'll bring you to the nearest hospital. That's kind of why I chose this location, because the hospital it brings you to is near these other 5 peyote plant locations. But do just know wherever you are, it's gonna bring you to the nearest hospital. Now, the unfortunate part is that when it does this, it kicks you out of your MC, your CEO. It doesn't bring your bike or any car near you. So what I actually did to make this even quicker is after every time I went back to the hospital, I just became an MC member again and called my Oppressor Mark 1. The Oppressor Mark 1 does not have a cooldown time, and it's got that jet engine. It's got the ability to sort of fly around the map, so you can get around a lot quicker if you own an Oppressor Mark 1. But honestly, any vehicle will probably do. And if you have an MC, if you have a club house, calling any of your bikes will probably be really quick as well. But to continue this, all I'm going to do is go to these other locations and simply eat the peyote plant. And the second I become the animal, I am going to hit right on the D-pad, so it puts me back at the hospital. And you'll see every time I do that, I get that 30,000 XP, or the 30,000 RP. And my bar gets a significant chunk increased. Now, I'm not going to show every single spot because you can, figure that out on your own. But once you have your area sort of completed, the way to replenish the peyote plants, and this is how we're going to farm them, is actually by restarting the game. Now, that sounds kind of annoying, and I guess maybe in a way it is. That's why maybe if you want to extend your peyote plant location area to more than 5, like maybe you found an area that has 10 that you know of, maybe do that. But you do have to restart your game, because I tried going back to single player and then back into online, the peyote plants didn't show up. I tried going into the creator and then an invite only session, the peyote plants didn't show up. So I think really the only way for them to show up again is to just quit the game and restart it. Maybe you can try like disconnecting your internet if you're one of those guys who has easy access to that. But I guess the risk you run there is your game might not save. So maybe that's something you don't want to do. But if someone wants to experiment, then sure, go ahead and let us know your results in the comment section below. But once you go ahead and restart the game, I mean, you can see I'm just going to go through the loading screen here, and we're going to eventually make our way back into the online portion, and we're just going to continue. I'm going to go back to that first one that I did up at Franklin's old house, and it's back again. I'm going to eat it. I'm going to hold right on the D-pad. I'm going to go back to the hospital because that's where it spawns me. I'm going to collect my 30,000 RP. I'm going to call my Oppressor Mark 1 through the MC menu, and I'm going to continue this over and over and over again. How long you go about this is obviously dependent on your level. You know, it depends on how much you do want to level up. But like I mentioned at the beginning, if you are some of those lower level players, then just eating a couple of these peyote plants should rank you up very, very quickly. So that's pretty much it. Definitely get this in if you are on a new account, if you're a newer player, if you're trying to get to those, those higher levels, rank 100, rank 120, rank 135. Definitely this is the fastest way to rank up. And at the moment, it's only gonna be in the game until next Thursday, unless Rockstar do extend these peyote plants. And honestly, to me, this is kind of like, once you get it down pat, once you know the locations, it's kind of mindless. So, you know, if you're one of those guys, you could pop up some show on Netflix or something, watch that while doing this, and you can very easily level up. So thank you all for watching. That's going to do it for this video. Hopefully it did help some of you newer guys out, or if you're on a newer account, you don't want to go through that grind. Definitely do this for a couple of hours and you'll be level 100 in no time. Also, if you guys find any better locations, then let us know in the comment section as well. But thank you all for watching. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other GTA content that I upload. And of course, if you did enjoy, I'd appreciate if you could drop this video a like. But that's it. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.